I wake up at 5:35. Dream 1. We are in a jungle with my siblings, my cousin, and I see my brother, confident, climbing with his bare hands to the top of a palm tree. So I follow him, and he's tearing off the big leaves of the palm tree to make a hot air balloon. And he gets there, it is beige in color, all four of us are at the top of the palm tree and we are hitting the hot air balloon, which should be quite large, perhaps 10 meters wide. It normally takes a few tenths of minutes for all of the head to get inside, for it to swell and rise to the sky. So I hold the canvas of the hot air balloon with my hand above the fire, so that it does not touch the fire and burn, and so that it inflates correctly. So the four of us are at the top of the palm tree in the basket, and after a moment there is a jolt and we start to rise. That means that it has inflated enough and we are taking off. We then hover in a straight line towards the sea. Apparently it still needed a little more time to inflate and take off towards the sky, but we cannot control it. And so we arrive hovering right on the beach, about 10 meters into the sea right on the waves. I jump before landing on the beach so as not to fall into the sea. Dream 2. I was in Fortnite. I was playing a duo with a friend. I am on foot near the beach but in a town on the street where you can walk, but there are many tramways. Like in Fortnite, the area of the map shrinks to my right and I have to move forward, but it's very dangerous. There are several tramways and I almost got run over several times, but I managed to escape. I climb onto a flying island using a suspending cable like in Fortnite, make myself discreet because there are people shooting at each other on the island, and I also see that my teammate who was not landing in the same place as me died and left the game, so I'm alone against duos. Dream 3. Then it's funny, this time the three dreams happened more or less in the same place on the same map. But once it was like the real world, once a game of Fortnite, once a game of Mario Kart with the trams, and once an open world game. Anyway, continuing the Fortnite game, technically I didn't die in it. I'm on the flying island and jump while gliding to the left towards a small forest. And I see that there is some kind of hostile clan that has collected a baby dragon but made of wood. It is alive but is made of wood, with like a socket to recharge it from behind, and it is also maybe a flying ship. There are other dragons of the same type or a little different ones on the map right now that I've seen before. And the clan protects him because he has value and will grow. They are just looking for the special plug that plugs into the dragon and is supposed to give it its full power. I watch it discreetly, hidden in the trees, and I wake up. I wake up in 8:28. Dream 4. This time I was in some kind of video game like Assassin's Creed. I am with 3 to 4 siblings and cousins. We visit our grandparents' house a little on the edge of town, near a forest and a mountain, which is empty this time, but larger. But it's a good atmosphere. We feel good, it's bright, there are rays of sunlight penetrating inside, and it's as if each room was 2 or 3 times larger and a little different. We start with the living room, then we go around the outside, and this time we go to the first floor from the outside by a sort of sloping grass platform, like the flying islands in Fortnite. And the interior is really cool but fantastic in spirit. First of all, everything is made of wood. It looks a bit like a wooden bell tower or a barn like in Fortnite. But it's a sleeping house no matter how it looks, and it's very warm, cool. There is a magical dimension, with perhaps magical particles floating, rays of sunlight passing through. There is a bedroom in the middle, with a large square king-size bed, and 2 rooms on the more basic side, and between the 3, where the hallway and the floor are supposed to be, it's actually an empty space. We see the ground floor. That's why I said it looked like a bell tower. And so the wooden staircase leads directly to the 2 to 3 meters of space, with the master bedroom opposite, without a door, with a king-size bed. And in dreams, the laws of physics don't exist, of course, so we fly, jump or hover with the guys to visit one room then the other. Then we leave the house, perhaps through the window, and there we go down along the mountain, by bike or on foot, on a small concrete path through the vineyards. The weather is sunny. We meet a lot of people on the way, including a woman who will follow us. Then, as we go down towards the city through the towns, I see a cat with very skinny legs. Then it's the same with several residents. Later in the dream, after having gone back and forth a few times with the guys, it's as if we had done an investigation in the dream, and we realize that the inhabitants of this village that we have just passed are taken of a green virus, and that it won't be long before they want to attack the city. We then hasten to run towards the city. It begins to be attacked and set on fire by cats and very skinny villagers. So we warn all the residents in the street where we are located. They spread word of mouth to everyone, then everyone runs to shelter in their house. As a player, you have to quickly go home with someone, otherwise the door will be closed. I no longer see the woman I spoke to before, and I see those in front of me already going back and closing their doors. So I turn back. I see in the distance, a few hundred meters away, the monsters starting to run carrying torches to invade the city. I no longer find my friends. I walk around the block, then go deeper towards the center of the city and the port. I take cover by following an NPC who enters a hole in the wall diagonally upwards, and this time it works. I manage to get it inside, and it's actually the beginning room of the RPG game, where the introduction takes place. So I say cool, we are invincible here, since there is a little chance that this room will be destroyed, I think. There is still an enemy who manages to come in. I fight her and push her out of the window. Then shortly after I wake up.